Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. So today's tea is Tetley tea. It's bagged English British tea. I just wanted some basic tea today, has a little bit of milk in it. Good stuff. So much has happened since last week, UK got a new prime minister, Theresa May. She's the first female prime minister since Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was prime minister of the UK from 1979 to 1990. That's a long time. So I need to look up and see how long someone can be prime minister. The last prime minister I remember from the UK is Tony Blair, and so in my mind, Tony Blair was still prime minister. But I looked it up, and there have been 2 prime ministers since Tony Blair, so I am out of the loop, But anyway, so Theresa May is prime minister, so this might be an exciting time. So if we have Hillary Clinton as president of the United States and Theresa May as prime minister of the UK, and those are 2 big world superpowers, then we're gonna have blonde women breaking all kinds of stereotypes. Go blonde women. Ohio. So something is happening in Cincinnati or Cleveland, right? They're both in Ohio. They're not far from each other. So one of those events is the NAACP convention. The other one is some sort of Republican convention. Trump, even though he's not far, is not going to go to the NAACP, not even for like a second, to speak for just a little bit to the NAACP, because the Republicans are having their thing in the next city. Now, this wouldn't strike me as weird, but I'm like, NAACP is like the biggest Black organization in America, and you should go to that, right? As a potential Republican candidate or the Republican candidate or potential president, you should go and pander to the NAACP, even if you're just like, F those people. They're not my people. That crowd doesn't like me. I'm not going to go. No, that's not the attitude to have, Trump. You're supposed to be president, and you're president of everyone. So you have to represent and hear everyone. And that's the thing I think that bothers me the most about Trump, is that he literally doesn't give a shit about the people who aren't supporting him. Like, not even, and he doesn't even give a shit about the people who are supporting him, because the people who are supporting him, who aren't billionaires or millionaires, are fools. Like, they're fools. Y'all are fools if you're voting for Trump and you aren't a millionaire. He does not care about you. He thinks you're lazy. He thinks you're stupid. He doesn't think you're smart. Like, Hillary Clinton she's a politician, so we know they lie, right? We know she lies. But why is her lies any better than the lies Trump is telling you? Or the falsities that Trump is telling you, or the falsities that any politician tells you. Like, why are hers so much more, oh my God? And I think it's because she's a woman, honestly. Like, Bush, Cheney's the biggest liar of them all. They all lied to you. They lied to everyone. Yet Hillary lying is like, oh my God, Hillary, she's such a liar. I hate her. I mean, there are Republicans who hate Hillary the way people hated Bush. A main thing I want to talk about, obviously, in this morning tea is Dallas. I have so many emotions about Dallas and so many feelings, some that are popular, some that are not popular. And I'm not going to say them all, but I will say that my heart goes out to the families of the slain police officers in Dallas. I do think that Micah was foolhardy, and I do think that he made matters worse. He is the voice of a lot of frustrated Black men who feel like the police are the direct enemy. I don't agree with blindly shooting potentially good cops because you're frustrated at the dirty ones. I mean, unless Micah Xavier Johnson did his due diligence and he knew for a fact that the cops that he was shooting were dirty cops, or had evidence of that, then I could somewhat see him being justified. But even then, like, that's not the way my mind works. But I do get someone who is a vigilante, who would want to take out dirty cops that they knew were dirty cops. I would be like, okay, that was their reasoning. But this reasoning seems so foolish and so like just troublesome. Like, there is a faction of people who feel the same way he does, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel you should get on the rooftop and start shooting cops that you have no idea what they've ever done to anybody. You have no idea about their family circumstances or situation, and kill them. Like, they don't deserve to die. I do hate the way the media spins it, though. Like, they spin it like it's the worst crime against law enforcement since 9/11. Like, it's 100% bad. And it makes me fear for people who go to protests now. It makes me fear for the cops who may be more aggressive to friendly protesters because one person decides that they, you know, want to be a vigilante. Something else that also bothered me about that situation is in the quest to find the shooter, the cops did a lot of reckless things. You're police officers, right? So you're supposed to be equipped to handle this kind of situation, and this situation happens and y'all freak out and put a man's name and face on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the news, everywhere, have it circulating, so then he's getting attacked and threatened and all this shit because you guys have claimed that he is a suspect, and then after you already kill the person who did it, this man's name is still circulating and you don't do your due diligence to make sure that everyone knows that he's not to be attacked. I do think that man is foolish for walking around with his gun. I know it's his right, but like, come on, black man, be smarter than that. I can't throw away respectability politics completely. I was raised on respectability politics. I feel like respectability politics has gotten me through a lot of different things and has gotten me where I am in this world. And I will continue to utilize certain aspects of respectability politics to get what I want. That's just how I roll. That's how I deal with things. And we all deal with things differently. How do you guys feel about it? It's a grab bag of emotions, what's going on. It shouldn't have happened, but I understand why it happened. It makes me worried for situations where groups of Black Lives Matter people are meeting because of vigilantes who think they're going to be out there protecting the cops, and cops who are overly aggressive because they don't want to get shot down. And any black person with a gun is therefore going to be seen as some kind of sniper or a suspect, even if they're in an open carry state or a state where they have their gun permissions and whatnot. And where is the NRA in all of this? Does the NRA support Micah Xavier Johnson, former federal Army Reserve or whatever he was? Do they support the cop? Like, where is the NRA? They're so silent right now. They're just so silent. And what about these conservatives? Like, do they want now to have stricter gun laws now that a black man is killing cops? Who knows? Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Bye.